Initializing video. Album review. Welcome to the program. This is Metal Robot Reviews.
Welcome to the Metal Robot Reviews channel. I'm your host, Tom McKay, recording from forced self-isolation. Thanks to, in part, the news that broke this week about the country that I live in closing the borders to almost everybody, and also in relation, my place of work closing down all locations across the country, leaving off a lot of workers with no idea how they're going to be compensated for their time off, and whether or not that will pay the bills. What I'm trying to say here is that everything is fine. Everything is fine. But thanks to my newly found free time off, I managed to actually get some work done this week, including a review for the album in question, which brings us to the reason why we are all here. Lost Legacy, a power metal band from New York that answers the question of, what does Dad do when he leaves quarantine? The band has actually been around for over 20 years by this point, and has only put out one album, that being 2009's The Aftermath. And many fans of Lost Legacy have actually been wanting to know what the aftermath of the aftermath would look like. And in this case, the band actually answered with In the Name of Freedom, a 46-minute album put together to, quote, thank our men and women of the armed forces for their sacrifice. It's not about glorifying war, but these gallant people give so much and are often forgotten. Which actually is very true, and it's very noble that these guys want to do that, but I do want to note that it is very difficult to put together a power metal song thanking soldiers without glorifying war. That's very difficult to do, so I'm actually kind of curious, does Lost Legacy, with this album In the Name of Freedom, do they actually pull that off? Well, let's not waste much more time, let's get straight into it. Fuck, that's loud. Oh, God. Robot, start playing today's release.
Okay, playing In the Name of Freedom by Lost Legacy.
Yeah, thanks. Piano with a synth underlay. God, this is feeling very post-apocalyptic. And yet the coronavirus hasn't even hit my house yet. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh God, strings? Seriously? Man, this is the saddest cheese song I've ever heard, and I had to sit through the entirety of extreme power metal. Okay, it's not actually a super bad approach to power metal vocals. It's okay. You know what the ironic part about this song is? Is that this song about questioning one's faith that's riddled with violence and ignorance is a song that I can totally see like a heavy metal version of the Westboro Baptist Church using this as their anthem. I can see that. I just realized we're about 5 minutes into this song and there's not a single guitar solo in this. Like thus far. You dare defy the power metal gods? I mean, I don't care really, but I mean, it's weird. You know, I have to admit, I wish this dude's voice would just cut through the mix a bit more. Ah, that's cute. Sound of doctors marching towards this thing. For a battle of a lifetime. Good luck! We all need it. Hey, there's a solo. I knew you'd get in there eventually. You gotta appease the metal gods, of course. And memes. Yeah, this is more or less what I was expecting when I read that these guys were power metal. What? Look, okay, there's only so many jokes I can make about a riff being played out before the joke gets played out. Like, just, it's good. It's good. What do you want me to say? This coffee tastes weird. Ah, yes. A very apt sound effect for this song. Take me away, officer. But you'll never find the bodies. Take me away! You know, it's kind of weird. The further into this album we go, the more the vocalist begins to sound like Kermit the Frog. a pretty decent solo to end the song with. I just kind of wish that the song brought more lyrical content than "Take me away, take me away." Sorry. So I know he's singing about oil in the Middle East and how it's basically America's cocaine, but I can't stop imagining the song being sung by this guy. Like, I'm sorry, it's true, I can't. It's funny. Wow. Oh boy. Oh, buddy. Oh. That line could not have been more ham-fisted. I'm honestly kind of expecting at this point to see a picture of you writing that lyric down while literally fisting a ham dinner. Oh, hey, Kermit the Frog, we've been over this. No swearing in front of children. We've been over this last time. All it did was create a lot of legal problems, and we don't want to go through that again. Yeah, enough is enough. Please get this filler out of my power metal album. Oh, get this filth out of here. Seriously, what the fuck was this? No, I have a theory about what's going on here. You see, I think what he's doing a satire, a comedic satire of power metal vocalists, and he's trying way too hard. That or he's Scott Stapp. I don't know. At this point, I'm confused out of my fucking mind. But believe me, I won't forget this. Made in Fruity Loops. And here come the instrumentalists to save this project once again. No, shit, I spoke too soon. Oh, that's a dirty riff right there. No, sorry, gotta go. Dude, oh my gosh. Okay. The voice was funny at first, but now I'm kind of annoyed. And I really do not want to be annoyed. Please just stop.
Rainbows are visions, but only...
Oh. Hey babe, how's it going? Hey, yeah, we're still on for breakfast, right? Social distancing is good, yeah. Oh, you got the coronavirus. Oh, okay. Because you slept with my best friend, okay. So he has it too then? Okay, cool. Get well soon. Bye-bye. Fuck everything. I would like to take the time of accepting this bullshit by thanking whoever ate a bat or developed a deadly disease in a bioweapons lab, or the Russian who wanted to destabilize the country, or whatever weird conspiracy theory the internet has cooked up to explain why everything sucks. You're just awesome. Overall, there appears to be a bit of a disconnect with this album, because as I mentioned, the voice on vocalist Dave Franco isn't so much an acquired taste, more it's hilariously distracting. Seriously, while I was rocking out to the well-orchestrated instrumental parts, I kept getting such whiplash whenever Scott the Frog wanted to sing again.
With arms wide open, under the sunlight, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
And that, in my opinion, is kind of the downfall of In the Name of Freedom, because when we get down to the nitty-gritty of this, we've got instrumental prowess from the guitars, drums, and bass, and they're pumping out some pretty decent power metal instrumental parts. They're not groundbreaking by any means, they're not breaking any new ground, they're not pushing the envelope or anything like that, but when done right, they do pack a hell of a punch on this album. Meanwhile, our vocalist has no idea if he's singing for a power metal band or the fucking Muppets. And that's not even getting into Miss Piggy's estranged husband's other problem, and that is his lyric writing. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that In the Name of Freedom is an album that's supposed to be thanking the men and women in the armed forces and not trying to glorify war. I also said that that task is really hard to pull off. Not impossible by any means, but a topic like this has to be handled with care and patience, especially when being set to wailing guitars and the notion that it has to be epic and powerful. Believe me, no one's ever said that this is going to be easy. Just ask any metal band in existence. But then I also asked the question of whether or not these guys pulled it off on this album. And after listening to the album a few times and also reading through the lyrics, I can definitely say, no, they did not. They did try. I'll give them that. They tried at multiple different points in this album to try and do that. But again, it's really hard to be able to do stuff like that when you're also set to wailing guitars, and again, had to be powerful and epic. But even if that wasn't an issue, to say that the lyrics were handled with care and patience is a comedy of its own. Look, again, you don't have to be poetic by any means, but you could do way better than "Enough is enough, the price of oil is out of hand, we must find a way and lead the free world once again." Like, come on, the only thing more ham-fisted than those lyrics is watching actual pigs fisting each other. Look, I'm not saying you have to be Michael Ackerfeld. Once again, it's not have to be poetic, but you could try a little harder and pretend you want to write lyrics instead of just ripping politically charged quotes you saw on Facebook. And it's a shame that I have to be talking down on this album because, again, once we get down to it, the instrumentation is actually really good and does pack a hell of a punch. Take this album for the instrumental awesomeness that it is, and you have a really good album to sell. I don't know. The vocals were clearly my problem, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there are other people who enjoy the vocals. After all, these guys do have a fan base. So maybe take what I'm saying with a grain of salt and check it out for yourself. But for me, at the end of the day, when we really get down to it, my one true goal in life is to separate American politics from my Sesame Street episodes. And if we can keep doing that, then I will be satisfied. 9 out of 15, because this. Yeah, I don't have a joke here. That's just fucking stupid. So, Lost Legacies, In the Name of Freedom. What did you think of the album? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, while you're down there, suggest what you want me to review next, either from your band or from one of your favorite bands. Maybe something I missed in the past few months. Let me know in the comments as well. With that in mind, thank you so much for watching. Click subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the mosh pit next time. Have a good night.